Hi. So I'm going to tell you a little fairy tale today. It starts in Brooklyn, visiting my friend many years ago who was in Brooklyn Law School, and he lived kind of near the Brooklyn Bridge. It's a really, really cold January day, and since it's a fairy tale, we can pretend there was like a troll living under the bridge or something. So I went to visit my friend in law school. I was not in law school. And it was really cold outside. I went to hang out in his dorm. I was meeting all his new law school friends. This was really exciting for me. And then my friend starts, we'll call him Michael. Michael starts telling me about their friend that's coming. They call him Captain America. And I was like, oh, well, why do you call him Captain America? Is he like really Republican or something? Michael was like, well, maybe, but we call him Captain America because he looks like Chris Evans, who plays Captain America in the Marvel movies. And he really looked like Chris Evans. Like, this man walked in and I was like, oh my God, here is my prince. I have found him. He's blonde, looked like he just walked off of a boat and, probably came from like a very wealthy family. He was actually wearing, I think, boat shoes with no socks in January. And his name was Maryann, M-A-R-R-O-N. Which I believe is the French word for brown, or very similar to, but not a name I've ever heard before. And he just had this air about him, like, he wears boat shoes in winter. And he was also wearing a sweater. Have you ever seen those sweaters, like when you're looking at a catalog and there's a guy standing next to a horse? He's usually wearing a Fair Isle sweater. It's kind of, it's got like a pattern on it. It's kind of looks like Argyle, but not. So someone there that night said something about, oh, I like your Argyle sweater, and he got very offended. It is not Argyle, it is Fair Isle. So we went out to a bar later that night, and I commented on, oh, I like the Fair Isle sweater. I usually wear Argyle sweaters. And then we got into what I like to call an argue-agreement, in which we both vehemently agreed that he was not wearing an Argyle sweater. I was very drunk, he was very drunk, we had a nice little interaction, the night ended, and I figured I would never see him again. A year later, that friend Michael got me a job at a very small law firm, and it's just like answering phones, doing the most menial kind of work that you could do. And I noticed we had an interview on the calendar for someone named Maryann Johnson. And I was like, what are the chances? I mean, how many people in Brooklyn could be named Maryann looking for a job as a lawyer? I don't know. So I searched around to see if I could find his resume. I texted my friend. I was like, Michael, is that his last name? I don't know. And he's like, yeah, it is. Of course it was his last name. There was no other person here. So he comes in to interview, and I'm the receptionist, the front desk person. I meet this guy at the door, and I'm like, I have no idea if he's going to remember who I am. I feel like things didn't end badly, but they didn't end great. So walks in. I'm like, hi, Maryann. I'm Maryann. Nice to meet you. Okay, do you want water? Okay, cool. And then I rush back to the back office where the attorney was going to interview him. So I'm like, Tim, are we gonna hire this guy? How the interview, how's the interview? What do you think? And in my head I'm thinking, oh my God, what if we hire him? Have I just met my husband? Is this like our meet cute? This is it. Oh my God, it's gonna happen. I found it. I'm gonna get married. This is everything I've been waiting for. And then Tim's like, oh, I don't know, I'm just kind of interviewing him, but I don't really think he's gonna be a good match. And I was like, okay, well, whatever. So I pick up the front, sit down. A few days go by, and you know what happened? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We didn't hire him. It wasn't a fairy tale. He wasn't my prince, because that is not how the real world works. And my life, sadly, was not the fairy tale movie that I wanted. But I did get to, dodge a bullet of not dating a guy who really took offense at being called an Argyle, or said he was wearing an Argyle sweater. Thanks.